You are listening to Unstoppable Actors, the essential podcast for ambitious, unknown actors with me, Louise, the artistic director of Standby Method Acting Studio. And for the last 13 years, I've been taking unknown actors with blank CVs all the way to Netflix dramas, Amazon Prime films, TV soaps, and stage plays around the world. And every week I'll be talking with you and sharing how you can become a paid working unstoppable actor, because you 1000% can. An acting career is doable. Are you ready to dive into the episode? Hello and welcome to another episode of Unstoppable Actors. I'm so excited to share with you today the 3 signs that your scenes are too heady and what that means. For some of you, you will have heard of the term heady. For some of you, this will be a brand new concept. Do not worry, I am going to break down what it means in very simple and easy to understand terms, because this can be feedback that some directors give. Oh, it's a little bit heady, the scene, and you don't want to be left wondering what that means. So by the end of this episode, you'll fully understand what it means, and you'll also understand when you are being heady in scenes and what you can do to move through that. Because the opposite of being heady is being in the character. It's embodied. Before we get started, I want to say that I absolutely love it when you leave comments on the podcast. And a few days ago, I got one from Colin on the episode Why Your Acting Career Hasn't Taken Off Just Yet. And he said, absolutely love this type of advice, Louise. You're the best. Please keep the episodes coming. They're beyond beneficial. Well, Colin, thank you so much for leaving that comment. I absolutely love creating episodes for you and all of the other listeners. And if you get something useful from this episode, whether you take away something brand new that you've not heard before, or you get a reminder, please do either rate the show or leave a comment, because it lets me know what you're enjoying and what to do more of. So what does heady mean? I've already shared briefly in the introduction that it means that you are in your head and you are not in the character and you are not in the scene. To make this simple and easy to understand, if you get feedback that you're heady, you're thinking too much. And there are many different things that actors think about, but the most common things are thinking about what they're doing, thinking about what to do with their hands, thinking about how the lines should sound. And this happens to the best of us. Every single actor on the planet gets this little devil on their shoulder that starts talking to them and telling them, oh, you're not doing that right. Or things like, what are you going to do with your hands? Or things like, that line's coming up that you don't like. You know what your own thoughts are, but that little devil on your shoulder will take you into your head and out of the character and out of the scene. And in method acting, it's what we call mental tension. And it's really simple to understand. Mental is the thinking, and the tension is the thing that causes the disconnect between you and the character. And if you think about tension in a rope, the more you pull it, the tighter it gets. And when you're pulling, you're forcing. So the tension in the scene, usually for actors, is when they're aware of these thoughts, they'll start to try and force a connection. And the more you force the connection, the tighter you get in your body, in your thinking, in your emotions, and then you can't get into your imagination, you can't get into your feelings, and you're out of the scene. So here are the 3 signs that you are being heady. The first one is that you are going through the motions. You're doing what a director's told you, but you know you're not genuinely feeling it. Or you're doing what the stage directions have told you, such as Alyssa winks, and you do the wink, but you're just going through the motions with it. You know you're not genuinely living through that wink or whatever it is that are in the stage directions. The second thing is that you have an awareness of what you're doing. Usually it's an awareness of your hands, and what you should be doing with them and how awkward it feels that your arms and your hands are down by your side and you just don't know what to do, or it's that you've got an awareness of your voice so you can hear how you're saying every single line. And your voice and your hands seem to be magnified. You've never noticed them before until now when you're in the middle of a scene. And then the third sign is that you're anxious, that you don't fully understand what you're doing with the character. So you are half in and half out of the scene. And you'll know that you are because you never feel genuine emotion other than anxiety. Now, that anxiety can be very magnified, it can be very intense, or it can be subtle and very low level. So they're the 3 signs that you are being heady in a scene. What we want to do is get you out of your head and into your body firstly, because when you can get back into your body, it's then easier to unlock your imagination. And when you unlock your imagination, you then get into genuine, real emotion that serves the character. Now, in method acting, we use something called step out. So a step out will get you out of your head and into your body. And ideally, I need to be showing you how to use this exercise because you will learn it much better visually. But I'm going to go through the premise of it. So the premise of a step out is that you breathe into your belly as if you're blowing air into a big balloon that you've got in your belly. You breathe the air out whilst doing some stretches. You then stretch again after the breathing, and then you end with what's called a spine roll. This is why I'm saying it's easier for me to show it you. It's not something I can really teach you on a podcast. But at the foundation of the step out is regulating your nervous system. Your nervous system is where you feel nerves. And what we want is for you to feel relaxed instead. So we start with the step out because the opposite of being relaxed is stressed. And when you're stressed, you're in your head. And the stress comes from a good place. It's because you want to do really well with the character, but the stress is actually blocking you from being in the character. So the opposite of stress is being relaxed. And we get you to do the step out because through the breathing and the stretching and the spine rolling that are in the step out, that gets you out of that stressy feeling, gets you out of your head and into your body. When you've done the step out, you will then be able to get into character and get in the zone. And those 3 signs that I've shared with you will disappear. Now, if you want absolute confirmation on whether you are being heady in scenes, I've created a quiz for you and it's called What Type of Actor Are You? It's free. And in 3 minutes, you'll get a report on whether you are being too heady or too emotional in scenes. And you'll get a breakdown of what you need to do instead. And then after the quiz, if you want further help, you can go and dive into the Method Acting Reset, which gives you 3 incredible method acting exercises. But before even thinking about the Method Acting Reset, I would encourage you to go and get confirmation on whether you actually are heady or too emotional in scenes. And to find out, all you need to do is go to bit.ly/acting type. So if you type that into Google, it'll take you to the quiz, or you can just click the link underneath where you've pressed play. I've left the link there for you as well. But those are the 3 signs. You know what you need to be doing to move away from it. And of course, you now have the self-awareness to be able to catch when you're doing these 3 things in the scenes and put a stop to them. So that link again for the quiz to find out and get absolute confirmation on whether you're being too heady or too emotional in scenes is bit.ly/acting type. I hope you've taken something from this episode, either a reminder of something that you already knew before or a brand new concept. If you have, please do also leave a comment or review the show. It would be so appreciated because I'll know what you're enjoying. And I'll see you in the next episode. I've absolutely loved hanging out with you, and I really hope you found this episode inspiring. If you have, please do rate the podcast and hit follow so you never miss an episode, and I can help more actors like you. And come and join one of the most supportive, uplifting acting communities on socials, the Unstoppable Actors Facebook group, where you'll get your weekly injection of inspiration, networking, and receive your free Method Actors handbook so you can become an unstoppable actor.